And if you are cutting it out, follow the lines you drew. Don't cut out outside the line or inside the line. Make sure you cut on the line. So I shouldn't have shown you this parts, but because I said it's a detailed video, so I need to carry you on everything I'm doing. All right, once you get here, you stop, then you give it your curve. Make sure you are using a sharp scissors for this part. So if you are using elastic band, you are going to stop your cutting here. You can see where I stop, so I'll just open it up. I won't cut anything outside, but if you are using your band and zipper, you proceed by cutting out this part. You follow the line, but for this class I'm making use of a joggers band. Okay, so I'll just open it up this way, and we are good. This is what we have. Then the 2 inches for our folding, I'll just notch it so that I'll know that this is where my folding is. Just give it a small notch. So this is the front part. Now we'll proceed to the next part. If you note that while cutting this and drafting, no any measurements allowances that was being added to this part, so all the necessary allowances will be added to the back. For pants, there's no need for too much allowances. If you check your ready to wear pants, you can see that just an ½ inch is being held as the sewing allowance inside, so the necessary allowances to be added to the back parts. Okay, the back pattern, I've gone ahead to fold my fabric into 2. For this, no any measurement is being needed to get the amount of fabric that will be enough for you. You'll be using your front part as the guide for the back part. So you pick your front and you fold it on it like this, like so. Make sure you start from the end part. Let it rhyme together. Okay, this way. And for this pants, my allowances will be from this part, will be on this part rather. So for trouser, you do make use of 2 inches allowance for the front, for the back part being added to it, 2 inches. So 2 inches, is it enough here? So I need to refold this fabric a bit. This is 2 inches, and also here 2 inches. Okay, then for the crotch extension at the back, don't cut it out like this. Don't say because you've added 2 inches here, you can just go ahead and cut it out. At the back, there's something we call crotch extension. The back is a bit longer at the crotch parts, longer than the front, and for that, you'll be making use of your 2 inches. From the front part, just place your ruler at the tip, then you measure 2 inches on it like this at the back. So you can just mark it up, then you cut it out this way, making use of this cord like so, then you cut it out. So let me cut out this part, then I'll come back to the allowances, then show you what you need to do. So you just use your front part to trace out the back parts on this side. Remember, cutting this part out, there's an allowances here. Don't just fold it. This part should not rhyme together with this part, then you start cutting. you've wasted your fabric. That means you're having 4 parts of front drafting. So make sure there's an allowance here before you proceed cutting out this part. So you can measure your 2 inches like this. You can measure it all through like so, so you get to the very beginning. Or since you've cut out this part, you just shift this part a little bit backward. You can see what I have here. And cross check if the allowances here is up to 2 inches. You can see I have exact 2 inches here. Hope you can see that. Then you confirm here also. I need to adjust this a little. You can see. Then I can go ahead now and cut. Sorry. Cut this part out. So we are good to go. So let me just go ahead, cut out this part. Sorry, fabric is folded. Once you got here also, just open it up. It's 2 inches. Then I'll slant it so that the side part can rhyme together. This is the part that we need, that 2 inches for the extension. Then the side for both back and front should be the same thing. Okay. Okay, and we are done with the cutting for both the back and the front. So the next thing we'll be doing now is for us to cut out our pockets. We're making use of 2 pocket style, the puffy pocket and the flat pocket. That is what we'll be making use of on this particular pant. So I'll go ahead now and cut out to show you how to cut out the pocket part. Okay, so for the pocket parts, I've gone ahead to fold my fabric into 4. This is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so we're making use of the length 10 inches. The sewing allowance has been included in the 10 inches, so I'll cut it out. Sorry, I'm setting my fabric. So I'll measure 10 inches. Starting line. So the length is 10 inches by 10 inches. This is 10 inches here. Okay, so let's cut this out first. Keep this aside. Okay, so 10 inches. Let's do 10 by 10. 10 by 10 for the pocket size. This is 10 inches by 10 inches. So I cut this out and open this up. So this is the pocket part. So we have 2 pockets on each leg of the pants. So I won't be cutting out the cover. It's after folding and sewing it that you'll be cutting out the pocket, because if I go ahead now and cut out the cover will be it will be bigger than the pocket size, because we still need to fold it. We'll fold it like so while sewing. Cover this part up. So on the sewing table, I'll show you, sewing machine, and I'll show you what exactly to do. So this is the pocket part. So now I'll be cutting out my band. You can go ahead and cut out your band. So remember I said I'm using the band, the elastic of 2 inches for this particular pants we are making. So 2 inches on fold. If I measure 2 inches on fold, this is what I should have. So this should be 2 inches. So sorry, 2 inches open should be 4 inches. Okay, so for the style we are making use, I'll be cutting out 6 inches because I'm still going to be trimming it off. Just cut out 6 inches for your band intake. 6 inches. So I'm making use of the whole length of the Ankara. That's the whole length. The length is by 45, so I cut 45 by 6 inches. So once I get to the sewing table, we'll do the necessary adjustments. So this is everything about the cutting of the pants. The next thing you'll be cutting is the cover, but I won't be cutting it out now. It's after sewing that I'll be cutting out the cover. So see you in the next class where you'll be sewing and doing everything completely.